Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Joshino and today we're going to be breaking down patch 1.3 titled Koga's Revenge. Now I have already shown off the new champion Koga, the Lost Hand, in another video, actually two videos. So I've got one ability breakdown and one of some gameplay, so if you want to check out those, then have a little look back at my two cards now with those videos. But I'm going to talk about basically all of the other changes, Battle Pass, and all the gameplay changes coming in this patch. It's quite a big patch, folks, and it didn't all get shown off in the dev preview, so I'm going to try and cover everything here. And one big thing is that multi-queue is back. So now when you get into the game, there is quick play, which you can click on and instantly go into all of the casual matches, that's Siege, Onslaught, and Deathmatch. However, you can split up Onslaught, Deathmatch, and Siege into, you could either have, basically, if you like Siege and Onslaught, you could pick both of those. If you only want to play Siege, you can just pick Siege once you actually click on the tab, which I think is awesome. Generally, if you want to play all of them and you just want the quickest match, you can just tap on that button and you'll get into some form of game. Otherwise, you can just pick and choose as you like, and obviously Deathmatch and Onslaught are taken apart now, and they're very different modes, and they play very differently, and honestly, a lot of the time, I didn't want to play Team Deathmatch because of the map, because it was kind of a sniper alley. However, this patch has also brought the new Team Deathmatch map, Abyss. Now, this is the first map to have jump pads, so you can jump across and get up to some places if you're not a flank. There aren't actually that many jump pads that have much effect in the game. However, there is also a buff in the map which spawn, and they'll completely give you your ultimate. Honestly, I really like this map. There's a lot of verticality to it, even though it's quite tight, and there's lots of cover around the map, so it kind of gives quite a bit of interesting play around the map. They've also changed how you queue for a game, so now it'll give you time between where you actually press accept, so you can go away from the menu, sort out your loadout that you were making, or sort out whatever you were doing in the menu screens, so you're not dragged straight away into the game, which was annoying before. It's actually just a nice little quality of life effect there. And a soft reset, meaning that everybody's elo has been lowered slightly, and basically everyone's been compressed towards the middle again. And it's not a complete hard reset where you lose all of your elo, so higher players will still be higher, but there's still a little bit of a grind there now. So once you get back on again, there's kind of a reason to do it. So for the new ranked season, you'll be able to get the Vox announcer pack. Vox has an amazing voice, he casts a lot of the games, and also does quite a few of the videos on the official Paladins channel. So that's awesome as a reward if you play 25 games. I'm not sure on the PTS whether everything has updated, although the placement matches will give you a gold chest. I know that there's some more rewards in there. I just don't think it's updated yet on the public test server. Another nice little addition is they've added the map Throne, which was the top of the Rise of Furia, just to play 1 versus 1 or with smaller groups, or even a full team on custom games, so you can practice around and have a little bit of fun with it. It's just very tiny and very quick, so definitely for 1v1s and things like that, just to get in and out of the action and fight quickly. Before I move on to the Battle Pass, the first Battle Pass is about to end, but there is currently a double XP for it, so once the new patch goes live on Wednesday on PC, and some of the consoles and probably PS4 on Thursday, your Battle Pass will end. This is the Battle Pass 2, if we just scooch along back to the Tier 1. And you can see here, we've got the Crimson Serpent, the new mount that does have like orangey flames that come out. These are the Oni Mask and the Shogunate frame, which is pretty cool with the spinning shurikens and those two swords. Rather nice. Then we've also got the Ninja Battle Pass challenges. These are actually quite different. So it's like kill 3 players within 5 seconds, kill a player with Shatterfall, kill players Koga, get 5 double kills as Koga. This time around they are kind of more challenge worthy than they were before. Before they were kind of generic, just more like a quest. Now they're actually kind of like full on challenges, or more like achievements even. So there's also a new updated esports tab where you can bet, but it's not finished yet. We just have to come back to the start again. I'm not going to show off everything in here, like the damaged battle chest. This is what you get for free, and some of the free tiers isn't this one, but this is in a lot of the free tiers. It's just like common and uncommon skins, voice packs and things like that. There's also a lot of gold in the normal queue. There's a feudal chest in the paid one, and then the red assassin and blue assassin. The red assassin is paid, blue assassin is free. They actually make up the two halves. You can't spray both at once, it seems at the moment, even though you can have 4 sprays in your wheel. But you can put them together. And this is the Akuma Makoa skin. This is the first big skin in the paid track at the bottom. Freeze at the top, paid at the bottom. Yeah, it looks rather cool. Akuma means demon in Japanese. It looks sort of like a evilish warlord, sort of Japanese warlord if it was going to be mashed together with Makoa's skin. So yeah, there's not a lot until here. Battle hardened. I don't know whether this is new. It looks kind of new. I honestly don't know. There's also 150 crystals that you get back. The actual battle pass itself is worth 600 crystals, sorry, and 150 you can get back if you grind it to the end. This is a free one, Cutesy's in, which is nice. And then this legendary one is called Sulk. I don't think it's that great, but it does have some interesting sounds on it though, with like Zin grunting basically. It sounds a bit like The Sims or something. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Then there's the crystallized. This is the first spray that actually comes above you and opens up. Rather than being sprayed on the wall, it basically just goes above your character. You can't actually see it in first person, but in third person you can. Just having a look through some of the free stuff and some of the paid stuff. This also I think is new, the clocking legendary emote. They didn't talk about it in the patch preview, but this is, I think it's a roaming emote for Kinessa. Haven't played around with it yet. It's actually pretty cool. Again, with some sort of almost sim sounds going on with her shaking her stuff. Lost Hand, a rare avatar for free players, and then the Dragonfire spray, which is well a lot more epic, and that's in the paid one. Sort of like a dragon flame with a flaming mouth. And again, another feudal chest. And then we do have in the free pass though, we have the hi-rez voice pack, which is pretty awesome. hi-rez is a very cool dude, and he has like a voice synthesizer that he uses on his streams a lot to do like Drogo's voices and stuff, which is pretty cool. And that's what it sounds like, the pack. I showed off the OD Talus one, but it's kind of meh. And then that's a Dragon Caller Cassie, where both of the serpents on the crossbow, they actually fire a blue crystalline sort of energy. And also your Ziggs is replaced by a little blue flying dragon, and the back of your hair is kind of tribal. The only downside with this skin is it kind of looks like Leon. I think it oddly looks like a silhouette if you're playing against it. The Ruby Stinger is a death stamp like the Rip in the game currently from the last battle pass. I think this one's kind of meh. I don't get this. Why didn't they have swords stuck in the ground like two katanas, or sort of ninja shurikens in the ground, or like a ninja headband? It could have been a lot of other things, I think, rather than this. Or like a little lucky cat sort of statue would have been cool. But I'm not sold on that Ruby Stinger. The gold chest though for free players, so you do get some stuff, like some more premium stuff. And then we come across the strike pose for Cougar. This one's pretty awesome. It actually looks like Wolverine there. Again, I'm not sold on the default colours for Cougar, but whatever. There we go. And then we move on to, from the strike pose, we'll just show that off one more time, to the Shadow Blade legendary avatar. The one I'm currently using looks pretty awesome with the ninja star spinning behind the head. Another free one of these battle chests. Another one of these battle chests. Another one of the battle chests, sorry, in the premium. Then we have the surf emote for Fernando, where he's basically just showboating on top of his shield, but he'll ride whichever shield you have equipped, he'll ride around on it, around the map, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And apparently part of the LGBT community. Spicy. Okay, so the Goodnight Maeve skin is pretty cool. Avatar even is animated. Might be one that you want to pick up, and that's for free. But the big thing is the Shadow Lord Maldamba. It looks like Shredder mixed with Maldamba right there. The snake has an axe on its head, and generally just wearing loads of armor. And that mask is pretty gnarly too. It looks rather evil. And then if you're a free player at level 75, you get the diamond chest. Apparently there's 25% less XP needed for this battle pass, but it's still a little bit of a grind. So I'm just showing off the wheel here. So they've changed it, so there's now a wheel in the game. So you can use your sprays at any time, up to 4. And you can also do the same with emotes. So we'll show off on the Cassie Mastery emote. I've only got 2, so I've only got the default and the Mastery to put on there. But that's with the new skin. And that's pretty much it from the Battle Pass and the new cosmetics. Okay, moving on to some champion nerfs and buffs. Mostly nerfs this time actually, and reworked slightly. So Buck has got a rework mainly to the main weapon. So the shotgun's first shell reload time has gone down from 0.7 seconds to 0.4 seconds. However, the post reload time going from 0.17 to 0.47. What this means is you can get shells quicker into your shotgun, but there's more time to wait before you can fire, but overall it'll mean that you're likely to be able to get more than one shot into your shotgun before immediately firing straight away than before, and now you should have a full clip going into most fights, or that's the idea at least. We'll just have to see how that one works out. I haven't really played around with it too much, but he has had some big nerfs to his current setup. You normally play a bulk up buck with rapid sustain, which gives you the extra healing with low health. That used to give 10% at each level, now down to 5%, so max at 25% extra healing. And Deep Breath, which gave you the damage reduction. This was the biggest one in my opinion, where it scaled from 8% at each level, now down to 6%, and the length has been reduced by 3 seconds to 2 seconds. Now it still means that Buck can't be immediately burst down. He uses his heal, and then say a Cassie tries to blast shot and just burst him down instantly, he'll still have that damage reduction. It is lowered, but that extra second generally makes him a lot less tanky after he has used his heals, and the bulk of Buck might be gone this patch. I don't know whether this is going to hold up. This is a pretty heavy nerf to him. Not that he was overpowered before. I think it was kind of a situational pickup. Sometimes worked out generally pretty good. However, they have buffed Ensnare, the legendary card. The damage bonus on target hits lasts 2 seconds regardless of the slow duration, so it means that it can't be affected by resilience or any sort of inbuilt crowd control reduction. So that's a big buff to Ensnare. I don't know, because it's a damage bonus card, so basically you get extra burst with that, but that's very situational. But we'll just have to see how that plays out, but I think mainly a nerf to Buck there, unfortunately. Drogo's also got a nerf. This one's actually good, to Fusillade. So the bonus damage has gone from 35% to 25%. That was after they made the projectiles much easier to hit with. And we'll just have to see how that works out. That 10% should help things along. However, they have reworked the Reign of Terror card. This no longer increases the damage of salvo, however it does reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds. So basically now it will activate instantly, always fire the 6 shots, and its cooldown is reduced by that 5 seconds. I think it's an interesting twist on it, although I don't particularly like salvo as an ability because it's kind of no skill. Apart from when you, well, I guess you fire spit into it. But we'll just have to see on that one. This could actually be a pick up a bit of a flavour on some tighter maps, especially with that cooldown reduction. Fury has also seen a nerf to their talent Cherish, often seen as one of the strongest. The bonus healing is reduced from 50% to 25%. That's actually a pretty big nerf there, but will mean that she can be a lot less bursty with her main heals there. Anyway, be sure to let me know all your thoughts on the nerfs and buffs in the comment section below. I think it's a bit of a mixed bag. I feel a bit sorry for Buck. Drogo need that Fusillade to get out of there, but it's not a massive balancing patch this time around. The other thing they've said is they fixed some Rings of Wrath. These are the projectiles that follow you around, the little orbs that are annoying. Sometimes they go through walls, and now that shouldn't be the case, but we'll just have to see. Apparently Solar Blessing could sometimes heal shields. I never came across that. I think Solar Blessing might actually be the pickup this time around. And also Pyre Strike now will render on low particle settings, so if you've got a really rubbish laptop or something, so you should be able to see the Pyre Strike coming and not be hit randomly by some invisible beam. Rise of Furia is also ending. It'll no longer be playable in 1.3, that's the latest event with Furia. Apparently, Lord Drogos is limited and will never be available again. That's unfortunate for me, seeing as my bundles are bugged out. I've got all of the skins, but it hasn't unlocked Lord Drogos, so whatever. I'll just have to cry into my pillow on that one. There will be a refund, I think, it looks like. So players who have enough unspent Abyssal Shards and Furia's Blessing will receive unowned event store items at a 1-to-1 cost. Players that own all event items and 1,000 plus Abyssal Shards will receive a diamond chest, which is a nice little touch. And that is pretty much it for the patch from Koga's Revenge. Be sure to let me know all of your thoughts on what everything is coming, which should be Wednesday on PC and Thursday on PS4, depending on whether it goes through. It might actually be on Wednesday. And if you think it's a good patch or a bad one, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more of my content, and hit that bell icon to become part of the notification squad. Thank you all very much for watching. Joshino.